here we go. So let's do the one you were talking about real quick, okay? So is this one? I think this was Tiana. This was your question.
Yeah.
So here's my suggestion to you. Silento. I tried to say silencio and silento came out. Ready? So this is x, this is y, this is x, this is y, right? Two separate points. Now, what they gave us up there was the vertex form of the equation. Okay? So I'm just going to plug in x and y. So for the first one, it's going to be 13 is equal to a times 1 plus 1 squared plus k. And then I've got the other equation would read negative 12 equals a parenthesis, what is it, 2 plus 1 squared plus k, right? Do you understand what I just did? Yeah, I plugged them in. There's 13. It's 1, 13, right? There's 13, there's the 1. That's the y and the x position. Same thing with the other ones. Here's the negative 12, there's the 2. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug them into Desmos. Desmos doesn't like the variables a and k, so I'm going to make a note. A is x and k is y. So now, when I type them in, I'm going to type in, let's see, can we clean that up? 13 is equal to, what's 1 plus 1? 2. 2 squared is 4. So 4, and I said a was going to be x plus y. I'm going to plug that in, and then I'm going to plug in negative 12 is equal to, what is 2 plus 1? 3. 3 squared is 9. So that'd be 9x plus y. So take this one, throw in the decimals. Take this one, throw in the decimals. They're just two lines. They're going to cross each other. Find that point in decimals, and that's going to be your x and your y. Just go back, plug them in for a and h. And then there it is. That's going to be it. Or sorry, a and k. My bad. I said h. Okay? All right. Let me get to 5. Let me get to 5. Do you want to see me how I do it in decimals? Or you got it from
I
me?
just put it in the lines and I just.
Can you do that, or do you want me to do it?
I do that.
Okay, cool. All right, I want to get to this next one because some people are having trouble with this one. We're supposed to write this in vertex form. Now, I did it a couple times for some of the other classes, so we can do it a couple times. It's going to take a little bit, okay? So, let me minimize this. So I've got y equals, here's the first thing I'm going to do. Y is equal to parenthesis negative x squared plus 5x, space, leave a space. Why am I leaving a space? Because that's where I'm going to complete the square. Okay? Now, I don't want that negative in front of x squared. So I'm going to have to factor it out. So when I factor out, it's going to give me x squared minus 5x, space, minus 7. See it? Shot? Cool. So let's go about the complete the square root part. So y is equal to negative something squared. What goes in the first slot? X. What goes in the second slot? Half of negative 5, which is negative 5 halves. Nah, don't go decimals on that. It's going to make it harder. Now, to complete the square, I have to take that negative 5 halves and square it. So, negative 5 squared is positive 25 over 4. Correct? Yeah. So, I've just added a new number here to complete the square. How do I balance this equation? I'm going to add 25 fourths to the same side. I'm going to add 25 fourths to the same side. Alan, you're hurting over there. You know you want to ask it. Ask it.
Where do you get the 25 over 4?
Which one? This one right here? In here? Well, I squared this. So negative 5 squared is 25. 2 squared is 4. That's a number that wasn't there. I added 25/4 to this side, to this equation, and then I added another 25/4 to balance it. No!
That's not right.
It's like half of you were thinking it, but you're not saying it. I've added 25/4, so I add another 25/4? Why would you do that? What are you supposed to do? I could add it to the other side, right? But do I really want to do that? No, not because I don't want to mess with this, with the y equals. Now, even if I did the other side, I would subtract on the other side. Okay? And this is why I wanted to do this problem, because some of you guys are not seeing this yet, and that's okay. I mean, it happens. Maybe it's my fault. You guys remember that negative up here, that negative x squared in this position? Right? I factored it out, didn't I? You see it, this negative here? So when I go negative times x squared, that gives me negative x squared. If I go negative times negative 5x, I get positive 5x. So once I distribute to there, doesn't that really give me negative 25/4? So what I really added to the equation was negative 25/4. That's why I added 25/4 to cancel that out. Go ahead.
What are you going to do with the 25? You can see that 7.
Yeah, these two? Yeah, now we just got to combine them. So, what is negative 7 with the denominator 4?
28.
28/4? Negative 28/4. So negative 28 plus 25 is going to be what, 3? So there it is right there, guys. There's the equation. In vertex form. It's also on YouTube now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
It's streaming live. J Munoz Math.
I'll watch it right now.
YouTube.com/J Munoz Math. Leave your likes and subscribe.
Actually, it's under Jose Munoz now. I tried to look for J Munoz Math, but it didn't pop up.
No?
So just put
Oh,
Jose Munoz
that's
in the
disappointing.
what was it called? Jay Munoz what?
Why would it be?
Right up there.
How do you number 2?
How would you get 28?
Hold on, let's finish this one first. What's up?
The negative 28 over 4.
The negative 28/4?
How would you get that?
Where did that come from? Well, this 7 right here. Do you see it? There's a minus 7 here. We needed to have a denominator 4 so we can combine it with the 25/4. So that's negative 28/4. Now I can combine them because now they have the same denominator.
So you subtract. So you.
Yeah, so negative 28 plus 25,
Oh, okay.
negative 3, right? So I'll plug it in, double check it. Make sure that Munoz isn't lying. Let's see here. It should read y equals negative x minus, what was it, 5 halves?
Yeah, I think so.
Minus 5 halves squared minus 3/4, right? Woo! Math!
So,
I got it.
yeah.
It's okay. Alright. Did you say 2?
Yeah.
I'm going to come back to this because there's a harder one right now. Okay?
Yeah, mine's easy.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, so they gave us the vertex. 2, 8, right? So that means that y equals a times x minus 2 squared plus 8. Where did the 2 and the 8 come from? The vertex, because the vertex is h comma k. Now, I need another point so that I can get a. Notice how there is still y and x in here? I need another x and a y. Oh, look, they gave one to me. 0, 0. So 0 equals a times 0 minus 2 squared plus 8. So that means that 0 is equal to, let's see here. Oh, sorry, that's a 0. What's 0 minus 2? Negative 2. Negative 2 squared gives me 4. So that's 4a plus 8. If I kick the 8 over, it becomes a negative, right? And then I divide by 4 on both sides. So a is equal to negative 2.
You kick it over to divide.
Yeah, so I can divide it. So now a becomes -2, and there's my equation. So f of x equals 2 parenthesis x minus 2 close square.
It's a -2.
Yeah, that's what I put, didn't I?
You put 2.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh yeah, I missed it. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
That look right?
Yeah, that's right.
Boom, there it is. Good job, thank you. Good looking now. Yeah, that's the other one I want to do. Actually, I don't know if it's 7, but Tiana, good?
Yeah.
Okay, you can always go back and watch it, okay?
Okay.
Give a little shout out. What's up, Tiana? Cuckoo. Yeah, this is the other one. So, it's just like, oh no, not you. It's just like the one I just did, except this doesn't have a negative. It has a 4 in front.
That's
Okay?
positive.
So, I know, well, nice thing is positive, but check this out. I'm going to write it like this. Y is equal to 4x squared minus 7x something, right? Complete the square, plus 13. I don't know if I wanted that high there. Right about there, maybe. Okay? You good so far, Fagan? So, I'm going to factor out the 4 from this parenthesis. So y is equal to 4 x squared minus 7/4 x something plus 13. Oh, yeah, soak that in. Who's got the question? Someone's got the question. How did I get the negative 7/4? Remember if I was to FOIL this back out, I get supposed to get that back, right? So if I multiply to here, what happens with this 4 and this 4? Wouldn't they make 1? And I get the negative 7 back? So that's where the 4 came from. So let me delete. Alright, let's get rid of that. Okay. So now let's complete the square. What goes in the first slot? X. Second slot? It's half of that negative 7/4, isn't it? So that would give me negative 7/8.
I think it'd be 40. Okay.
Do you guys not know how to take half of something? Here, check it out. Right here.
I didn't know you're supposed to like.
Half of negative 7/4 is, what's 1 times negative 7? And what's 2 times 4? No, it's math. It's not weird. It's very predictable. Math is very predictable. You can count on math. Oh, that was ridiculous. All right, so what gets added? How do I complete this square here? What is it going to be? How do I complete it? Positive what? 49. 49 what? Yeah, I heard it. 64. Good job. Where did that come from? Squaring the red part, yeah. Right? You got to square it. Now, here's the magic question. I just added something, right? How do I balance the equation on this level right there? I got to subtract something. What am I subtracting? 49, not 49 over 64. 49 over
64.
16? Why 16? Okay, so let me refer you back to this. What is 4 times x squared? See it right there? What is 4 times negative 7/4? There it is right there. So the question is, what was added? 4 times that number. So over here in the corner, 4 times 49 over 64 is equal to, what is it? 196 over 64, correct? Now, both of those numbers I can divide them by 4. So when I get that, What's 196 divided by 4? 49. And what is 64 divided by 4? 16. Right? So that's the number. That was the new number that actually came in, 49/16. So I take it away to balance it out. Now, I need to combine these. I need to combine those. Obviously, what's the denominator that I need?
16.
Yeah, so I need a denominator of 16. Let me get rid of this. Let's go, let's see here, 13 over 1. And I'm going to subtract 49 over 16. So I want denominator of 16. That's got to equal something with 16. This one doesn't change. 1 times something got me 16. What was it? 1 times 16. So I got to do the same thing up here. What's 13/16? A lot, yeah. I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator. 13/16 make 208. I've got 208. What do I need to do with that 208? Take away that 49. That leaves me 159. That leaves me with 159. Now, can that be simplified? Okay. Let's see here. I can't divide it by 2. Can I divide 159 by 4? No, obviously not. Can I divide it by 8? Because 2 8s make 16, right? Nope, so leave it alone. So this will be positive 159/16. Does 16 go in there? Can I divide 159 by 16? Nope. So there it is. It's a little mind-boggling. But all it is completing the square with some unfriendly numbers. But fractions have feelings too, so be nice. No? Fractions don't have feelings? They're here to ruin my life. Did somebody write it down so we can plug it in? Who has it written down? Oh, wait. Hi, Christian. How are you? No, you gotta do the. Oh, it's right here. I thought I had it on a separate for some reason. On another page. X minus 7/8 squared plus 159 over. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Phew! Okay. Yeah, it's just like the one I did a couple minutes ago. So put in the vertex, H and K in here. That's going to give you a formula. Okay, good. So now just take this A and put it in here. That's it. Good job. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hermoso. What else, guys? Can I get rid of this? Anybody still using it? All right, what else you got then? Anybody? Ask a question.
Number 8.
Ask your questions
No,
now.
she said 34 though.
34? I don't know how to do that one. Yeah! Okay. Look, is this yours? You're gonna love this one. Do you have it already? Okay, look. Shh. This is a really good question. I really liked it a lot. Though I liked it. What the heck? They want this. Shh. Do you remember, Alyssa, when we did this? I said, oh, that's x squared minus 4x minus 4x plus 16, right? Because it's a perfect square. So to get that, what's the square root of this number? 4. And in this case, it's got to be negative because these guys are negative, right? The negative 4 squared gives me that. So if I double that negative 4, I get the middle number. Because if I combine those, that's a negative 8x, correct? So check this out. What is the square root of 36? How much?
That's not the answer. You freaking-
Oh! Oh no, double it. Sorry, I forgot to double it. I forgot to double it. See over here? Double 2 times? So what's 6 times 2? 12. My bad. There you go. It's just a perfect square. We're just fixing it. So here, watch. Let's do it again. My bad. I feel dumb because I just butchered that. Try to make it look cool. So what's the square root of 144? 12. Double 12. 24, right? So 24.
Oh, that's so easy.
All it is if it could be, if I could write it, if I could write this as something like this, the question is, what is that number inside? Right? So that's all we're really doing. Don't feel bad about it. It was worded really interestingly. Yeah, I don't have a better word. It was worded very interestingly. What else you got? What's up? 22? All right, now we're cooking. Oh, this one was so good. But I didn't like their answer. I did this one last period, and the answer was much cooler back then. But here, let's do this anyway. Back then, it passed because it already happened. Just like that already happened, and that, and that, and that.
Don't tell me about the
Notice that these are perfect squares. This is the difference of 2 squares. So let's do this. What's the square root of 256, guys? Anybody know the square root of 256?
18.
I know it now. It's 16. 16x squared. That means this would be 16x squared plus minus. Plus minus, because I got to get conjugates. What's the square root of 625? 25, right? So this is going to be 25y squared, because that's the square root of that. So this will be 25y squared. See that? Now, notice that this side right here is another perfect square, right? What's the square root of 16x to the second? 4x. So 4x plus minus. What's the square root of 25y squared? 5y, 5y. Now, over here on this other side, they don't want you to change it. They don't want you to change it. They want you to leave it alone. And there it is. Now, you could still keep going there, but they don't want you to, which was boring. Oh, look what you just made me do. I don't like your tilted math.
So I heard that you were making fun of my paisa voice.
Yes, I could hear it in your typing. It was funny. Y se me olvidó, I was going to tell you too. Qué bueno que dijiste. No, that's not how it sounded in my head. But it's okay.
I know.
That's more what it sounded like. I thought it was funny. You know how they always say, like, when you read somebody's paper, you can hear their voice? And I'm throwing air quotes because I know it's being recorded. And I could just imagine you saying it to me, like, for real. Así toda enojada. I know, leave me alone.
I'm like, okay, I get it.
Hey, where's Let's get it, guy. All right, what else you guys got? Oh, number ocho.
Wait, I already got that one.
What? A model for a company revenue from selling software packages. Here's the model, where P is the price in dollars. What's the price that will maximize the revenue? Dude, throw that into decimals. They won't copy it though, huh?
No.
Who did it? That was good. That sounded just like him.
Double P's and double Y's. I'm not trying to do it. Oh, okay. You can put the first one.
Let's see here. Negative 2.5. Negative 2.5 x squared plus 850 plus 850 x. Oh, is that it? Negative 250p.
It's a straight line.
It can't be a straight line.
Bet.
It's red right there, straight in the middle.
Yeah, but it's a parabola. This is x squared. Okay, I can't see it, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Wait, just zoom out more.
I probably could.
Or zoom in more.
Here, look. You mean out?
Or in.
Here, look.
No, zoom out. It's right there.
Yeah, see it?
I think this is a straight line.
It's not, it's a parabola.
It's way up there. I think this is why they gave you that one, because you're gonna be there forever. Look, it's useless. So check this out. See, when we pick the test questions, there's things that we want you to do, and things we don't want you to do. That's why sometimes you got decimals where you're trying to do the vertex form by describing H and K. So, but let me ask you this question: where does the max happen?
No, it happens at...
If you have a parabola, right, it's upside down, where it happens at the vertex. Now, what else is at the vertex that is special? The axis of symmetry. So, that means that negative b over 2a would give me the axis of symmetry, right? So, let's plug those in. So this is 850, and this is negative 2.5. So negative 850 divided by a negative 3? No, 5. By negative 5 would equal, what is it? 17? Or 170?
Yeah.
Is it 170? Jose? Don't move, dude. I'll do it. I'm trained for this. 850 divided by 5. 170. So that means when x is 170, you get the max. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in 170 in there. So negative 2.5, 170 squared, plus 850 times 170. So 170 times 850 is 144,500. And this is negative 72250. So I just got to add them. So 144,500. You're going to get, oh, it's half of it. So you're going to get 70. So your maximum amount of money is 72250.
No, that's not...
That's not right?
You can try it, but it has to be like a dollar.
It's got to be like a what?
It has to be a dollar. No, try it. I know, because that's going to be your last number. But you can try it.
Just do it.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. That's P. P is the price that maximizes revenue. You see P? P is for price. R is for revenue.
70.
So what is it that maximizes it? 170. Thank you. Good looking out. Ah, where did I go?
You press F12. Don't press F12.
So 70 maximizes it. 70 maximizes it. What?
170.
Oh, I thought I hit the 1. 170. Fantastic. And how much was it? 770. 72,000. 72,250.
That's a lot.
Maximization.
Because I was like, why are you gonna make that much? That's a lot of money.
My bad. Thank you. My bad. I said my bad. 40 Juan. Oh. Here. Where's mine? Alright. Let's do one at a time, okay? You're not going to like this too much, but it's okay. Oh, man! Here's what we know. We know that x is equal to -9 plus square root of 65. 65 over 2, right? Let's do this one first, okay? I'm going to move everything so that this equation equals 0 instead of all that stuff. So opposite dividing by 2, multiply by 2, right? That gives me 2x is equal to -9 plus radical 65. So now all I have to do is move both of those that way, correct? That would give me 2x plus 9 minus the square root of 65 equals 0, right? I'm going to do it again with the other one. So I've got x is equal to -9 minus the square root of 65 over 2. So times 2 times 2, that's gone. 2x is equal to -9 minus the square root of 65, right? And then I got to move these two over that way. So that means that 2x plus 9 plus the square root of 65 is equal to 0. That means, my friend, that 2x plus 9 minus the square root of 65 times 2x plus 9 plus the square root of 65 is the function. I just got to clean it up now. I got to FOIL it. Well, not FOIL it. Expand it. You ready? No. That is 4x squared. Now here, I'm just really careful to stack everything up the same way, okay? So this is 4x squared. This will give me a plus, is it 18x? And then this will give me a positive 2x radical 65, right? You with me? Now, I'm going to do the 9. So that's going to give me a positive 18x. So I stacked it with the 18x, okay? Then I'm going to go 9 times that, just a number. I'm going to put it over here, which is just 81, right? And then I'm going to go to here. That's going to give me, it doesn't have an x, so that's going to be a plus 9 square root of 65. Right? And I'm just taking my time. I don't want to mess this up, okay? Now I'm going to do the last one. So this is going to be a negative 2x radical 65. What happens there? Gone. Now let's do the next one. That goes to here. So that's going to be a negative 9 radical 65. Gone. And then finally, I'm going to get, since this is gone, I'm going to erase it, okay? Just because I don't have space. I'm going to get a negative square root of 65 squared. Because it's times itself, right? And what happens to the square of the square root? Gone. So this really is just minus 65. So just clean it up. This is 4x squared plus, what is it, 36? 36x, right? And then 81 minus 65. Math. No, but I heard you say something. You need to watch your mouth.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Not so bad, huh? It was just, you just gotta be careful. That actually looks kind of pretty. x squared. Oh, hold on. We're not done. What? We're not done. Yeah, I didn't see my choice there. Hold on. I celebrated too early. Oops. See how they're all even? Actually, they all be divided by 4? Yeah, huh? So I'm going to factor out the 4. X squared plus 9 plus 4. That's what I want then. So this is what I'm looking for. So x squared plus 9. X squared plus 9. X squared. Oh yeah, 9x. 9x. My bad. Thanks, Khalil. Ladies in the back. So x squared plus 9x right here. So plus 4.
No, you don't put the plus.
Cuckoo!
53.
Not so bad, yeah. What happened, Ortiz?
That's a lot of work.
What?
It's on YouTube.
It's recorded already, my friend. Go back and screenshot it. Okay. 53? Oh, look, it's right here, look. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You're welcome.
Hey, get off that man's head.
Can I do this one by substitution, please?
Get off that man's head.
You need to stop pulling his hair. He said no.
No means no.
No means no. Look at the top one. The top.
Everybody shut up, dude. This thing freaks me.
The top one is a parabola, and then we've got a line. Okay? So what we have is something like this. So we might get 2 answers like this. We might get 1, or we might get none. Okay? Now we're going to do this with substitution, which is probably the easiest of the 2. I'm going to change this equation right here. It's going to read x equals 2 minus y. You guys see what I did there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, take the other equation. X squared plus 5 times x minus y equals negative 7. Guess what I'm putting in for x? What am I putting in? 2 minus y. 2 minus y. 2 minus y. Guys, if you're not here, just be quiet, please. Thank you, sir. Khalil. Do not put that $500 in them. Okay. So we just got to expand this. So to expand this, that's going to give me 4 minus 4y plus y squared. Then I got plus 10 minus 5y minus y equals negative 7. Huh? Because remember, this is a perfect square, so it's this times this twice. Okay? So let me clean this up. Y squared for here. Here's a y, here's a y, and there's a y. So that is negative 10y. Right? And then 4 and 10 makes 14. 14 plus 7 more, 21. Equals 0.
You hear that?
Oh my god.
Y. 2 numbers that multiply to 21 combine to a negative 10. Negative 7 and negative 3. So what are my answers?
7 and 3.
There you go. Math. Let me give you a quick full screen here real quick. Solutions are 7 and 3. Oh, we got to make sure they work. Remember we said you can get two solutions.
You have to put
One
order,
solution.
You have to put order pair too. You have to put it in parentheses.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, my bad. Order pair. So,
Parentheses, 7,
Yeah,
and 3.
parentheses. But
oh,
they're
we gotta go.
both
Hold on. We gotta go
Y's.
back and get.
But they're both Y's.
We gotta plug them in here and get the x's in.
Oh yeah.
So x, if we plug it in here, it's gonna give me what? What's 2 minus 7? Negative 5. So I've got. So when y is 7, x was negative 5, and when y was 3, I got negative 1. Okay, there we go. Alrighty then, so it looks like we do got two solutions. Negative, can someone memorize those?
Negative 1,
Parenthesis,
negative 1,
negative 5,
7,
comma 7,
and then negative 1 and
comma, parenthesis, negative 1 and 3. There you go.
Would it just be easier to set it as a function and then put it into decimals?
That's so true.
You can, and I told you guys, right? Decimals is the easiest thing to do. Sometimes they're going to give you decimals it's not going to like, so you got to know how to do it by hand. That's why I said, let me do it by hand. Oh, decimals? Just plug them in, dude. Here, what is it? X squared plus 5x.
That one's probably gonna be decimals.
Yeah, this one's decimals friendly. X squared minus 5x plus y. Oh, it's plus 5x. Plus 5x minus y equals 7. Whoop.
Oh my gosh.
Pew! Oh, there we go, too far. My bad. And then the other one was
Y or X.
serious?
I'm actually paying attention.
X plus y minus 2. What did it equal? 0. So here they are. And I'm all looking for is the two intersections. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, I said it was gonna be
This is negative 7? Oh, yeah. Thank you. There we go. So here's one solution, negative 5, 7. And the other one was negative 1, comma 3.
If it's a decimal, how would you do it?
By hand, like I did. Yeah, those are decimals. You got to go back and do them by hand and get those fractions. What else you guys want to see?
I had trouble with 13.
13. Oh, this was just a regression one.
Yeah, but when I plugged it in, it like you spit out numbers with the numbers.
Let me tell you what one of the problems that I've noticed is, okay? I laugh because it's true. You could do it right, but this one sometimes doesn't round correctly. So even if you put it in right, it marks it wrong. Like, here, I'll do it real quick. It's not a big deal, okay? So let's go to decimals. So, bye, 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 bye.
Make a table.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, ooh, 65, good. And then we're going to plug in 30, 27, 30, 27, 21, 20, 24, 21. What happened, Sam? Alright, sorry guys.